This is Broward Housing Solutions, and we're here with Joann. She's going to share with us her story.
Hi, my name's Joann Somo Jones, and I guess I'll kind of start back where it all began. I was severely abused as a child, which led to some consequences as an adult. I became an alcoholic, drank for years. I haven't drank in 17 years. That's quite an accomplishment for me, because I was a steady abuser. Pills, whatever I could get my hands on. And that kind of is the way I'm headed, is of course away from that. And this has afforded me the opportunity to have my own place and do what I need to do to stay clean and sober. I heard about Broward Housing Solutions through Archways. I've been going to Archways for years for my mental health maintenance. And they put me on the list. And it's been a while. It's been a rough go. I became homeless. I relapsed about 1.5 years ago, and I became homeless. And that was the first time in my life I've ever been homeless, or even close to it. You know, I raised 2 kids by myself. I think the most devastating thing for me was that period where I was homeless. You know, I don't know the streets. I don't know. You know, I had to do things that I've never had to do before. But it kind of all worked out good, because I was on the list and my name came up, and you know, I'm just overjoyed. I can't tell you how much this has helped me. You know, sometimes we get down and we think things are never going to get better. And that was me. You know, I thought my life was always just going to be difficult. And, you know, but it's a journey. You know, it's a journey. I need to be where I need to be in order to get the benefits of what I need. You know, it's been like 1.5 years now since I was homeless, and, you know, this has saved my life. There's no other way to put it. Because I would have died out there, you know, had I kept going and stayed out. I definitely don't think I'd be here today if not being afforded this chance to have my own place. And I volunteer at the hospital now, you know, 1 or 2 nights a week, which is wonderful for me because I love being around people and I love helping people. And if I can help anybody or save them from going through what I went through, you know, my hat goes off to them. It's not easy for anybody, you know, especially if you compound it with psychological problems, which I have, you know, and diagnosed schizoaffective. So, you know, sometimes things are just really hard. It's not easy. I try to learn as much as I can about my disorder, you know, because I have more than one. I have PTSD and I have dissociative identity disorder, which used to be known as multiple personality. So you don't know who you're talking to right now. No, I'm kidding. But that hinders my staying clean and sober. They kind of all work together. You know, you can't have one without the other. And for the first time in my life, and I know this sound, you know, I'm 58 years old, and I don't ever remember being as happy as I am now. You know, I'm genuinely happy. Life is not drudgery. It's not about what I have, or, you know, it's about who I am. You know, I am a human being, and I make mistakes. You know, and I've stopped beating. I used to beat myself up all the time, you know, but beating myself up is not the answer. You know, I got to look at things and you know, decide what's more important, you know. And that's hard when you're by yourself. You know, I try to make friends. I go to AA so that I can make friends, so I'm not so all alone all the time. Because being alone is, you know, part of the drudgery of things. You know, you don't count on other people, and you don't get to know other people if you don't put yourself out there. So that's why I go to AA too, you know, is to make friends and live a normal life. That's all I've ever wanted. It's just to live a normal life. And now I'm pretty much there. You know, for the first time in my life, Broward Housing Solutions saved my life. They really did, because I don't know how much longer I could have been staying at the homeless shelter. You know, it was tough. And it certainly doesn't help your morale, you know. You think you're there and you're never going to get out of there. It was an experience, that's for sure. It was an experience. But I'm good now. You know, I'm good now. And I pay my bills, you know, and I'm not drinking or drugging. I just got a car. I'm so happy with that, because it's very difficult down here without a car. You know, even to work. I lived on a fixed income. So, you know, it's just, I'm just so happy. You know, I don't know how I could tell anyone else to go through what I went through. If I could give them any advice, it would be to hang in there. You know, you gotta hang in there. You can't give up. Once you give up, the game's over. You know, and I made a decision that I wasn't going to give up. You know, I was going to keep, and it took me a while to get here, but now that I am, it's all worth it. Like I said, I'm very happy to have my own little place and a car, people who care about me, you know, and I know at Broward Housing Solutions they care about me. You know, I can tell Lisa and everybody. You know, it makes you feel good when people know you exist. You know, because you can't just hide up in your apartment all the time, and you know that doesn't work either. Like I said, you need to make friends. You need to get out. You know, and go do things, and so that's about where I'm at. I don't know what else to say to anybody. Like I said, just don't give up. Just don't give up. Keep going.